Check, mic check, 1 2 1 2, mic check. Make sure we all good. TikTok, while it's just me and you in here. I appreciate the platform and the opportunity to use this platform to connect with like-minded individuals. With this said, TikTok, I'm gonna use this platform to edify, educate, uplift, and it might even be a little bit entertaining to people. But that's the goal. We're gonna see how it goes from there. What's happening, y'all? Peace, light, and love, family. Hold on. Man, gotta get in shape. Back in that old gym. Man, gotta get in shape. Back in that old gym. Gotta get back in that old gym, man. Man. What's happening though? Peace, light, love, good energy, good vibrations to you. Peace to the gods and the goddesses, the kings and the queens, the light of the world, the chosen ones, the sons of the Most High. And when I say son, I'm not speaking gender. I'm speaking light. What's happening? What's good with you? Peace and good vibration and high energy and high frequency to you and yours. Consider this your daily reminder. Hey, y'all, we still got the present. Don't get mad at me because you call it Saturn Day. I do not venerate celestial bodies or the personification of them. For me, it is still the present, and I bear witness. Peace, light, love, good energy, good vibration to you. I'm just coming as a faithful and true witness. Give you the testimony about this present I received. The world calls it Saturn Day, but I know this is my present. And it is no coincidence that the word present means gift. This is my gift. And I come sharing and bringing it with me, sharing this. This is my gift. And I come sharing and bringing it with me, sharing this gift with me, with you that I received through my mother and my father. I come sharing the present, my present, with you. I share my present with you in spirit and in truth. This is what it means for Melchizedek to bring out bread and wine. Last time we spoke about the mother, and I want to continue to speak about her today, if y'all don't mind. And I like to come speaking about the mother from the Bible. And in doing so, I enter into a little bit of contention because people who believe in the Bible do not believe in a divine royal mother, even though she is in the book. So we'll continue a little bit where we left off with that, but before we get into it, I just want to acknowledge this present, this gift. See, this present I got by way of my mother and my father, I experienced it in what's called moments. But moments can't be measured. So we just say it's now, and it's always now. That's what the present is. It's always the present. I went to sleep in the present, and I woke up to the present. That's why I'm saying it's still the present, and I bear witness. It's the same sun. You say it's a different day. Okay. Well, you call it Saturn Day because of your captors and the people who enslaved your ancestors. That's why you call today Saturn Day. So let me educate you and stay true to the word and educate you on what Saturn Day means. Saturn Day is Chronos, where you got Saturnalia, Chronos, Greek Chronos, Saturnalia, role reversal. Jupiter is the son of Saturn. Sowing, stercus, dung, time, the serpent eating its tail. God of time, generation, abundance, wealth, capital, Saturn, the god of capital and time. But in the kingdom, we are outside of space and time because unless you can point me to the geographical location of here and measure for me now, we are outside of space and time in the kingdom. But yet we are all still here. You know, when we speak of matter, matter can't exist in the same space at the same time. But we are all here. Don't get mad at me because you don't see that as miraculous. Show me in what other instance where different entities can occupy the exact same space at the exact same time. Show me. Because ain't we all here? And ain't it now? So we in the same space, in the same time, simultaneously. You call it Saturn Day. We call it the present. We experience it in moments. Moments can't be measured. And then on top of that, each moment is always new. What other present can you receive that's always new? Bodies get old, but the moment, even, hey man, even if you call it Saturn Day and you've experienced Saturn days before, yet and still, each Saturn day you experience is a new one. Don't get mad at me because you don't see that as miraculous. You might not know what a day is. So we do Bible deconstruction here. It says the name. I want to get into it, but I'm saying I consider the present gift, this gift of present, as a miraculous gift. And not only I consider it a miracle, I consider it a miracle that I'm a witness of and can give testimony about the experience of it and where I got it from. So the testimony is true. I got this present, this miraculous gift by way of mother and father. The name. The Most High is a concept, a principle that we apply. Our culture applies to everything as far as understanding and knowledge and wisdom. The name. Shem. The name Shem, you remember Noah's children? Shem mean the name. We finna get into this name. We finna get into a few things right here, man. But the name Shem, I need you to understand, literally mean the name. And we talking about those who come from and the descendants of the name. The name. We're going to help you understand as we continue. Trigger warning to you. If the term or title God is your state capital, and there is nothing above the term or title God in your mind. Trigger warning to you. This may not be a safe space for your mind. You may find what I'm about to share in this live triggering or offensive. No, here and now, I have no interest in triggering you or offending you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. The video, this live may repeat during the course of this live. Something's going to be said that's going to be so deep that it's probably going to repeat. We'll catch it. If it just mean marinate on that. Universe running it back. If it drop, I'll be back. But that means the universe paused it so you can marinate on what's being said. Trigger warning to you if your interpretation of the Bible or the Christian interpretation of the Bible is the right interpretation, and any other interpretation is a private one. I'm going to repeat that. Trigger warning to you if the Christian interpretation of the Bible is the right one, and any other interpretation is a private one. This may not be a safe space for your mind. You may be triggered or offended by what's about to be said during the course of this live. Trigger warning to you if you think because what you believe in, you get to come into spaces and places and dictate what right or wrong is. I do not give you the authority. I do not agree to have you, your belief, or your interpretation of a book dictate for me what right or wrong is. I do not agree to it. This is a boundary. It's something that when you entering into a conversation, a discussion, should be understood where the boundaries are, where we already know, okay, I don't get to come in here and tell him what's right or wrong because I believe that, because it don't hold no weight here in this space. I understand the dominant culture and what the dominant culture calls right and good and God. This on the picture right there, as you can see. During the course of this live, this picture may end up not being here. It's not because I took it down. It's just because it just end up having to just not be there. Let's go. You said we was talking about mama. So Cain built the first city in the Bible. This is Bible deconstruction. Cain built the first city in the Bible. Cain means spear bearer or political leader. Oh yeah, we go deep with it. So Cain builds the first city-state. City-state, government. That's what the word and term and use of the word city implies. It's not a village, a family. It's a lot of people that are governed. A city-state. The city-state was established by way of human sacrifice. I continue you that Cain doing away with his brother was sacrifice Cain was making. That's where the people came from to populate the city Cain built. The sheep that Abel had, that were following Abel. So this political leader, he establishes his state by way of human sacrifice. The first state that's described in the Bible. Then we're gonna look at the last state that's described in the Bible. And we're just gonna look at her one more time. Because the priesthood and the order of Melchizedek, actually, when we go deep, like we finna go, Melchizedek is representing a matriarchy. Abraham is building a patriarchy. And that's why in Genesis chapter 14, they talking about two different gods. Matter of fact, let's go there first before we go to Revelations 21. I really want to bust some stuff down for you today. I really want y'all to understand the game being played, the wordplay being done off the name. So why is the name important? Because it was a name given to he who was drawn from water. You remember the waters and the darkness was over the surface of the deep, and there was a name given to he who was drawn from water. Moses means he who was drawn from water. What was the name given to Moses? I am who I am. Tell him I am sent you. Everybody that's listening to me, this is objective truth. This is not what I believe, what I feel, what I think. This is what I know. Everybody listening to me, regardless of what your mama or daddy name you, refer to yourself as I am. It's just not a coincidence. Are we not all here? Is it not now? For each and every one of us in the kingdom. So if this is where we are, we understand what we're looking at. These states. Kingdom is a state. The name given, tell them I am sent you. So if I ask you how you doing, you gonna respond, I'm good. Why you call yourself I am? Why you call yourself by that name? The name. Shem, the descendants of Shem, the descendants of the name. Jesus, Yahshua. The Yah is short, a shortened version of what's called the tetragrammaton, or the four letters, which are pronounced you. These are revelations. And the YH is the shortened version. In the YH part, the Yah, it literally means I am. Shua means salvation. I am salvation. This is a state of awareness. I am salvation, the anointed one. This is a state of awareness. You are the light of the world. What is the world being saved from? Darkness is over the surface of the deep. And what is the sign for darkness? And what are the signs for the time of darkness? Stars. The sun is a star. Stars and the personification of stars. When you see the stars, just when you know it's night, right? We are in a place where everybody wanna be a star. And the stars are worshiped and personified. The name, though, is I am. So it's a type of darkness over the surface of the deep in the waters of peoples, nations, and tongues symbolically. The name, y'all, I said I was going to Melchizedek to show y'all I be getting, because they coming, it's coming, it's coming. I'm tapped in. So y'all just gonna have to buckle up. Just gonna have to buckle up. I'm kind of tapped in. Where you said it? Where you said it? Genesis 14. I'm looking at verse 18. Then Melchizedek. Melchizedek mean Melech is king. King of Zadok is righteousness. The name Melchizedek mean king of righteousness. And he represent another state. And the state he represent is Salem. And Salem means peace. King of righteousness, who represent the state of peace. Let's check him out, what he got. King of Salem brought out bread and wine. He was priest of God Most High. And when we say God here in this space, in case you don't know, I mean my ancestors. And that the word God mean the mighty ones, or the Elohim, or the powers. And we are talking about your ancestors. Your ancestors is your God. Your ancestors is the us that made you in their likeness and image. Your ancestors, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and the expression of that about your ancestors is the light of the world and considered the tree of life, the family tree you came from. The tree that you eat from and learned of your immortality. The tree of life that you eat from and live forever. You learn something about who and what you really are and where you come from. I need you to understand, we talking about Melchizedek actually represents the matriarchy. And this is why his term and the phrase, the way he's phrasing it, is different from the way Abram is going to phrase it. So I'm going to just read it. He say he's priest of God Most High. And he blessed Abram, saying, blessed be Abram by God Most High, creator of heaven and earth. And blessed be God Most High, who delivered your enemies into your hand. Then Abram gave him a tenth of everything. This is, Melchizedek is the high priest. Abram is, you can say he's like the king, one among these kings, but he's a future king. He got a king in his loins, as the Christianity would say. But then King of Sodom said to Abram, give me the people and keep the goods for yourself. But Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have raised my hand to the Lord, God Most High. Lord in all caps in the Bible means I am who I am. It's the 4 letters. It's a replacement of the Tetragrammaton. And they replaced the name with the term Lord, which means master. When it's in all caps, it means I am who I am. And Abram is saying that this is his God. And I tell people when I do these that in the Bible, when you see God with a capital G, they are talking about the God of Abram, God of Abraham. But Melchizedek don't mention no Lord. Who he's the priest of and the place that he's a priest of. Melchizedek makes no mention of a Lord. Most High is a principle. We get into the mother now. Melchizedek represent God Most High. Most High is a principle we apply. The Most High form of communication is revelation, nonverbal. A step below that is verbal, speech, and the lowest form of communication is script. There's the highest form of the understanding of the title, mother, is wisdom. The lowest understanding of the title, mother, is woman. That's the lowest understanding of the term. But the highest, the most high application is wisdom. When it comes to the term God, the mighty ones, the Elohim, the powers, the most high application of the term the mighty ones, the powers, is mother and father. In particular, mother. Because I bear witness and everybody listening, that's how everybody come to this realm. This is how we get to experience the present. Gotta come through mother. Right? We all came through mother to get to the present. Gotta come through mother. Right? We all came through mother to get to the present. Salem. If we all came through mother to get to the present, then the lowest application of mother is woman. And even at the lowest level, it's true. We all came through a woman. What we trying to get you to latch on to that the most high application is also true. Wisdom. But everybody is not going to be able to perceive the wisdom of the Most High. So we'll help you do the best we can with understanding why you're a priest forever in the order of Melchizedek and not Abraham. I am salvation, the anointed one. Wisdom is known of her children. The dragon is after the woman and her children because she give birth and her children are the light of the world. But the dragon want to be the light of the world. He's a star. But the children she give birth to are the lights. Let's take our time, help y'all understand who it is, how you gonna say that Melchizedek represent the matriarchy? So come to Revelation chapter 21. Right quick, we'll show you how Melchizedek represent the matriarchy, mama, and understanding. Wisdom and understanding is what Melchizedek represents. When we say the matriarchy, that's what we mean. The most high application is wisdom and understanding. That's where Melchizedek comes from. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and there was no longer any sea. I saw the holy city. Holy means set apart. The new Jerusalem. Jerusalem. Because we're talking about the most high application of peace. And where is the most high point of peace? Because we're talking about peace, but we're talking about peace in its most high state. City is a state. So Jerusalem means the most high place of peace, or a sacred place of peace. And it's described as, let's see what it's described as. Coming down out of heaven. The firmament mean heaven, the suffix ment always mean mind, and the firmament in the Bible is what is called heaven, according to the Bible. But it was not called good upon its creation. That's the old heaven. The day heaven was created in narrative, second day of creation, in Genesis chapter 2, when the firmament was made to separate the waters, it is not called a good day. It's the only day in the Bible, in the creation narrative, that's not called a good day. Now, why wouldn't the creation of the firmament, heaven, be called good? Because there wasn't no light in it yet. The lights are put into the firmament on the fourth day. And then the heaven, the firmament, is called good. So the old heavens is gone, the system, the patriarchy, and the time that you're in, that's gonna go away in here. You're gonna step out of it. And it's what's gonna come, this new state that's gonna come to you from the king's dome, from the firmament, from God, the mighty ones, the ancestors, from your subconscious, because that's where the lights are. This is what's coming down. This is what's being described, this new state, this feminine state. Let's look at them. I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, in the order of Melchizedek forever, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride, beautifully dressed for her husband. Saying, now the dwelling of God is with men, and he will live with them. So what if this bride that come down dressed for her husband out of heaven, prepared as a bride, what if she already pregnant when she show up? Would you marry her anyway? Do you understand the most high application of it? What do a pregnant woman represent, y'all? God most high. The unseen Father is power. This equation, these four letters, Father represent power. You can't see, touch, taste, smell, or hear it, but you experience it. But this energy, this power manifests as and through matter, mother. And matter show up pregnant every time. So the manifestation of the unseen, manifests as mother, because our matter got the energy, that unseen force in it. All matter. This is just the Most High. We all represent the Most High manifestation of this unseen force through matter, through mother. Did we not all come through mother? This is the Most High application when we recognize the pregnant woman, what she is, what that mean, what you looking at with your eyes. You looking at the wisdom of the Most High. You looking at the wisdom. Knowledge is power. Wisdom is the application of that knowledge. Then the son is the expression of that knowledge and wisdom. And the daughter is the understanding of it. She represents all of that because the mother is a daughter. And all of that because the mother is a daughter. Daughter is the understanding of it. She represents all of that because the mother is a daughter. She all of that because the mother is a daughter. She and all of that because the mother is a daughter. She check my check. So with that, man, I'm gonna put my finger right there. She represents all four of these principles though. In sight, in the flesh. She represents all. See, she's a mother, right? But a mother is a daughter. Is not your mother somebody's daughter? And then she's pregnant with the son, who is the father, who he placed inside the mother. So when you look at that pregnant woman, she represents God Most High. The Most High application of what that means. Now you might call her bitch and hoe and think you're supposed to dominate, rule over her because you only understand her as woman when you see it. So we'll help you understand. She's her husband. You know, Lord mean husband. Now the dwelling of God is with men, and he will live with them. They will be his people, and God himself will be with them and will be their God. God is us. Let us make man. And when we apply he to God, we are meaning function, not gender. As when we say man. But man, God, we are meaning function, not gender. As when we say man. But man consists of men and women who function as male and female. But we describe man, humanity in singular male terms. Man has done this and he's done that. But we mean humanity, but we refer to humanity in male terms. God is us, referred to in male terms in relation to the flesh. Because we talking about your parents, your ancestors, your great, all the way till you just got to say Most High. So this is nothing spooky. We just despookifying what it means. Because they talking about heaven like a place you finna go to in the sky. And this place that's coming down, it's a place that's coming down from heaven that you're going to be in. This is a state of being. It's a state. I am salvation. The anointed one. It's a state of being that you're going to be in the world. The book tell you about all the persecutions that you're going to face in the world under the sun. Especially knowing who and what you are. While the darkness is over the surface of the deep. Let's take our time and help the people see the state that's coming down. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. He who was seated on the throne said, I am making everything new. Then he said, write this down, for these words are trustworthy and true. Back to it though, this city that come down, dressed, prepared as a bride, beautifully dressed for her husband. And I heard a loud voice, now the dwelling of God, because this state that's coming down, dressed as a bride, beautifully prepared, is the dwelling of the mighty ones. This is where your ancestors, this is where the mighty one, your subconscious mind in heaven, in the firmament. And it's going to come down from where it said in your subconscious mind, these lights is going to come down to your conscious mind. And it's going to be a state of awareness, a state of wisdom and understanding. And everything is going to be made new. From that point on, you're going to see everything different, hear everything different. It's going to be made new. From that point on, you're going to see everything different, hear everything different. It's going to always be the present for you. In the world, it's going to be Saturn Day in ignorance. As they give praise, but what you experiencing is a new day. But we going to go even deeper to your rebirth. Because see, your mama and your daddy, when you born, and in alignment, it's a plan for you. You was conceived of. Hey, man, they wiping away them baby tears. It's a new body, but the same soul. Like you say it's a new day, but is it not the same sun in the sky? Soul mean light. You are the light of the world. See, the world think the sun and the personification of it is the light. But the truth is, I am salvation. The anointed think the sun and the personification of it is the light. But the truth is, I am salvation, the anointed one. You are salvation, the anointed one. When you wake up, you are the light of the world. You represent a state of being, a state of wisdom and understanding and peace. That's how Melchizedek, though, that Jerusalem, he's the king and priest of Salem. And then Jerusalem is the mother coming down dressed as a bride, the dwelling place of God Most High. Her, this city, state. Y'all following this? All obscurity shall flee. Are y'all understanding what's being said? If you have questions, if you got comments, you're welcome to question or comment. Appreciate you rocking with me, but these are revelations. I'm sharing with you things that have been revealed to me. This was not taught to me by a preacher. I didn't read it out the book. I'm reading the same Bible you are. These are revelations. And I'm sharing them with you. These are gifts. This is a gift. And I'm sharing it. Yeah, that's who coming down. This was this state, this new state. Because you remember the first state that was established was the state Cain established, the city. He called it Enoch. It means teacher. But this last state that's coming, it represents the bride, the mother, the dwelling place of God, Most High. Wisdom. That's what she coming down, and this is the dwelling place. This is how the dwelling place of God in men, because you come through mother. So the most high application is that mother is the most high, the manifestation of the most high state. Wisdom is knowledge applied. The son is the expression of it. The daughter is the understanding. We're talking about most high, the name, I am. So when you're dealing with the concept of mother, I always apply the most high understanding to it and understand that this is the highest of titles in this realm, whether she's physically giving birth to children or not. The term, the title, mother, is the highest. It is the most high title in this realm, because even your gods, look at the picture, have a mother. Your gods have mothers. Thor, Odin, Freya, Chrono, they all have mothers. So what is the most high title? Which title is higher? Which title is higher if your gods have mothers? Now, they might not necessarily have fathers, but they all have mothers. Which title then, because mother and God are titles, which is most high? So put it in order. God, and then most high, because I'm applying wisdom and knowledge and understanding to the concept, and I'm placing that beyond. God, most high, is a principle. What's the most high? Mother. What mother mean? Wisdom. Who is he the king and priest of? Salem. What's the new kingdom coming down, prepared like a bride for her husband, the dwelling place of God? What she represent? For sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, so the name. Just remember Shem, the one that they say you all come from, and the people of the Bible trace their lineage to, because they talking about an actual ethnic group according to a geographical location. The Most High application, Shem mean the name. And what is the name? I am. That's the name. That's where you come from. Do your mama and daddy refer to themselves as I am? Come from? Do your mama and daddy refer to themselves as I am? What's the most high application of I am? Where does I am exist or dwell? I am dwells in the kingdom. Where is the kingdom? Within you. So that would make the kingdom where I am dwells the most high point of this realm. Higher than the mountains, higher than the stars. Well, what's the light of the kingdom? The sun. Where is the kingdom? It's inside of you, but the application is, the understanding is that we're talking about your subconscious mind, where your ancestors dwell. All the knowledge, your habits and your tastes and your talents and your gifts, they come from your ancestors. They come from your subconscious. These are the lights in the firmament. Your conscious mind, who you are consciously, that's the sun. That's the soul. That's the light of the world. And you are always you. No matter when, no matter where, because you are always here. And for you, it's always now. You might have a different body, but you're going to still be you. When you understand this, that you always going to be you. Forever. Always. Because, it's always now. That's where you exist. I am is pronounced you. The tetragrammaton that they call Yahweh and Yahuwah is pronounced you. The most high you. Yeah. You gonna always be you. I always mean forever. Don't get mad at me because you don't know what I always mean. Then when you understand that you gonna always be you, then you understand that in the king's dome, the sun don't never set. You are priest in the order of Melchizedek forever. God most high. Sophia, yeah, that's their wisdom. Y'all understand that y'all rocking with me on this live. I'm gonna post the live from yesterday. I'm gonna post this one too. Cause it's just a continuation of us showing you the mother in the Bible. She shows up as a bride and she shows up pregnant. She show up as a bride adorned and she shows up pregnant. Already. Will you man? She shows up pregnant. Already. Will you marry her anyway? When she come down adorned as a bride, prepared for her husband, I'm saying when she gonna come down already pregnant, will you marry her anyway? We just talking about the mother. Again, that y'all say is not in your book, that don't exist. Let's look at Proverbs chapter 9 some more. I went to Proverbs chapter 8 and it shows you how she was there in the beginning. But I don't go over Proverbs chapter 9 as much. But she in Proverbs chapter 9 too. The mother that y'all say don't exist. She in your book though, but that's just your doctrine. But y'all must understand that the doctrine, Christianity don't necessarily teach the Bible. Christianity teaches the gospel. That they use the Bible to teach the gospel, but they don't necessarily teach the Bible. It's a play on word. It's real slick with the wordplay, but they not lying to you necessarily. They are deceiving you because they teach the gospel and use the Bible to do it, and what they end up having you believe is that you know the Bible. But you have an interpretation of the Bible based on what you call the gospel. That's what you have. It's a difference. So we gonna help you understand, Mama, a little bit more. To the people that say she don't exist in the Bible, that's all I'm reading to you is I heard for the last 2 days in a row. is mama in your book. Proverbs chapter 8, wisdom has built her house. There go the city. We said it was a city that was going to come down adorned as a bride for her husband, the new Jerusalem. Wisdom has built her house. She has hewn out its 7 pillars. She has prepared her meat, her wisdom, her mother. That's who was there before the beginning. That's who the us is when God say, let us. She got the crown on in Revelation chapter 12, and she show up pregnant. She has prepared her meat pregnant. She has prepared her meat and mixed her wine. She has also set her table. She has sent out her maids, and she calls from the highest point of the city, state. Where do she call from? Most high, the highest point. God, most high. Wisdom. She represents most high. Let's look at what she got going on. Let all who are simple come in here to this state. She says to those who lack judgment. So Israel, Jacob has 13 children. One of them is a daughter. Her name is Dinah. Dinah means judgment. Daughter means understanding. She says to those who lack judgment, come and eat my food. This mama talking. You know mama gonna feed you. And drink the wine I have mixed. Leave your simple ways and you will live. Walk in the way of understanding. Daughter, mean understanding. This is that feminine energy that you're so afraid of because you only interpret it at its lowest form and you think woman and not understanding. So let's keep going. Whoever corrects a mocker brings on insult. Whoever rebukes a wicked man incurs abuse. Do not rebuke a mocker or he will hate you. Rebuke a wise man and he will love you. Instruct a wise man and he will be wiser still. Teach a righteous man and he will add to his learning. The fear of the Lord teach a righteous man and he will add to his learning. The fear of the Lord of the I am is the beginning of wisdom. They have to put this word fear in, and yeah. I'm just going to read what they wrote to you. The knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. The knowledge of the set apart one is understanding. Who is the set apart one? I am. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the kingdom. The kingdom is within you. So you got to know you, right? Set apart. Holy means set apart. Ain't but one you, right? You only you that is, was, or ever will be. Set apart one, the light of the world. He who was drawn from water. You are salvation, the anointed one. That's what you're sent here to do, to be. For through me, your days will be many, and years will be added to your life. If you are wise, your wisdom will reward you, mama. If you are a mocker, you alone will suffer. I don't want to read all the rest of that. But one more thing I do want to read is this before I go anywhere else. Proverbs 8, and 24, 26, 23, 22. Can I read it one more time? Ain't that many people in here? Yeah, we just got a few. I'm reading about mama today, some more. Bear with me. The Lord possessed me at the beginning of his work, before his deeds of old. I was appointed. Seth mean appointed. I was appointed from eternity. From when? Because the Bible say in the beginning. Eternity don't have no beginning or end. But this perspective may be new to you. It's not like it didn't exist or wasn't really actually the case, but the awareness of it might be new. Or you may have to be coming to remembrance and be reminded of things. What is wisdom saying? Oh yeah, I was appointed from eternity. What is wisdom saying? Oh yeah, I was appointed from eternity, from the beginning, before the world began. We're talking about mama, wisdom. Y'all know where I'm at. When there were no oceans, I was giving birth. When there were no springs abounding with water. Before the mountains were settled in place, before the hills, I was giving birth. Before he made the earth or the fields, if any, or any of the dust of the world. I was there when he set the heavens in place. This is the us. Let us make man in our image, and this is us. The wisdom of the Most High made manifest, expressed, and understood as light, as this. Expressed and understood as light, as knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, as soul, as the consciousness that was birthed from your subconscious. Yeah, you came out your mom and daddy, but the consciousness that was birthed in you was birthed from your subconscious. This is the wisdom of the Most High made manifest. Your two births. Yeah. I'm just sitting here running it down. Boy, Bello. Yeah, mama give birth to gods. Mother is the highest title in this realm. Mother is the highest title. Because your gods have mothers in this realm. Your kings and your mighty men and your mighty ones, your most renowned and famed of heroes in this realm. Your kings and your mighty men and your mighty ones, your most renowned and famed of heroes have mothers. Please, light of love, goddess, what's happening? Did you try to request to get up here, or did they just put you up here? Oh Lord. I don't understand what go on this thing. I'm trying to get off of here, y'all. Will you drop out my live, ma'am, please? I don't know how to get her off of here. And she keep trying to play with me. How do I get her? How do I get her out of here, y'all? What is it? Is the live showing in India? What is going on? Why do this happen? Oh man. Are you Indian? Nah, I'm not Indian. She want to battle. Yeah, they be getting on here trying to battle. I don't know how to battle. I don't know what it is or why it is. Listen, y'all don't get on here for likes or views. Shit. I get on here to share these revelations with the fam. Provide a place and a space where like-minded individuals that's deconstructing from the religion of Christianity or the Abrahamic religions, period. We can come and deconstruct, and you can get the book and get to understand the book from another perspective, whether you agree with it or not. That you can come and deconstruct, and you can get the book and get to understand the book from another perspective, whether you agree with it or not. That you may get a different understanding, a different perspective. If you can hear it, if not, you know. But yeah, this is for those who want to deconstruct, have deconstructed from Christianity, but still may have an interest in understanding the book. I was on politics the other day too. We talked about Joe Biden lost that election. Kamala didn't lose that election. And I spoke on that only from the point of our unity, our being unified with one another, regardless of the politics, who's in office, Republican or Democrat. The most high, my most concern, my energy is towards us and our unity. And I was addressing how the politics was being presented as a yet another way to divide us. But the voting showed that most of people melanated, the gods and the goddesses, or the people among us that look like us that still participate in this system, was majority was in line with each other. Other demographics wasn't necessarily the case. They was almost split down the middle, but among us, we was all pretty much on the same page. But my only concern in that is us and our being united and having our own. I come from the King James version or New International version when I do the breakdown, because the people that deconstruct usually come from only knowing the King James version or New International version. But these are like breadcrumbs to get people to look at the different understanding. And then once they go to doing their research and start finding for themselves that the doctrine of Christianity and what's actually in the Bible are two different things. As far as it being good or bad, it from the understanding is describing to you things that happen. And it's describing to you things that happen from this realm, stages of development in this realm, in the kingdom. And it's saying, I said it's describing what happens. Winter, spring, summer, and fall happens over and over and over again. That's what's happening. Where you from? I'm in Dallas, Texas. I'm in the Triple D. Yeah, I'm in. As a matter of fact, let me blow the screen up while I'm kind of taking me a pause. So, this is the People's Brand. This is the People's Live. People stand for people empowering, people empowering other people, lifts everyone. Let me show you the get up for the day, me. Just my clothes. Show you the get up for the day. Do me a quick pause for you can see it. I'm navy blue again today, y'all. With the navy blue full top and bottom, with the people on the leg right there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is the People's Brand. I got this me make sure y'all can see this here. That's the people's brand. We gonna make sure we stay fly. Beat the odds. Shout out to Mac Mall, BTO. Yeah, this is the pre. It got legacy right there on the sleeve. This what we got going. This how we coming. You dig? We just gonna stay real fly for the people out. You understand? But yeah, I'm in Dallas, Texas with it. We talking about the matriarchy a little bit more out the Bible, man. We talking about the name. We telling people Shem mean the name, and we talking about the people that come from the name. The people that come from I am. The people that come from you. So how you gonna say I am is pronounced you? So what you call the tetragrammaton in the ancient text, it looked like the word eyes inverted. You see it written down. I have it as a prompt sometimes. It looked like the word eyes inverted. The English transliteration is YHWH. The translators, in order to pronounce it, add an A and an E and pronounce it Yahweh. Because the translators, this was their level of understanding based on script and translating. They add an A and the E so they could say it. It don't have any vowels. These four say it. It don't have any vowels. These four letters in Hebrew are vowels. I mean, consonants. Excuse me. It's no vowels. So when you're trying to translate it, you have to add the vowels so that you can say it. But what is really signifying is that it make no sound. It is a sacred. It have a most high meaning. And when we deal with understanding, we address it from the principle of most high understanding. The four letters, YHWH, is pronounced you. Backwards, it looked like the word Y. It's pronounced you, and it's a breath, an exhalation with a form, because the W make your mouth form that breath, that energy, that unseen force. You shape it with that W. So H is the breath, the first principle, the unseen. It don't make a sound, like it's no vowel in it. It's just a breath. It represents the spirit. Spirit means breath. And the W, YHWH. It mean I am. That's what YHWH mean. These four letters. And what are letters? Letters are signs. Letters are signs. The 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 might check. If it freeze, that means something was said that was so profound that the universe stepped in and froze it so you can get understanding and marinate till it get back. But meanwhile, listen. YH. WH mean I am that I am. This is the name that's given to Moses to give to the children of Israel when they ask about the name of the God. He's coming. What's the name of this God that you coming in the name of? When you pray, no matter what you call God, what you call God, the source, the father, the mother, the ancestors, you say you. I thank you, I praise you, I ask you, but not with no sound. It's all being done from the temple, in the temple, and it don't make no sound. It's no, don't make no sound at all. And it don't make no sound. It's no, don't make no sound at all. It's only heard in the temple. This you. You call yourself outside of I am. Guess what else we call the I am? You. Do you not address, is it when I'm saying you, ain't I talking about I am, a I that's here and now? So it's pronounced you. These are revelations. I didn't get this from a scholar, doctor, professor, such and such that speak 15 languages. I don't give a fuck about what they got from them either. These are revelations. So when we saying you and I am, this is the name of God, the mighty ones, the powers, the light of the world. Letters or signs on repeat. Yeah, you been up in here. Letters or signs on repeat. So what's the sign? What's the 4 letters, the 4 signs that's on repeat that appear in a pattern? That's how you know it's a word. What are they? It's winter, spring, summer, and fall. Those are the 4 signs. Guess what they say? This is what it means, what the word is. You. I am is what it means. It's pronounced you. It's expressed as you. Understood as I am. This is the knowledge and wisdom of the Most High. That's how you are the light of the world and outshine the sun. That's why it's hard for the world to see. That's how you are the light of the world and outshine the sun. That's why it's hard for the world to see you. Do you think this understanding is for everybody? The millions and billions of people that come across this book, do you think this understanding is for them? This came by way of revelation from the subconscious, from the king's dome to the conscious. And then I'm able to share the revelation with you in spirit and in truth. Share in the present with you this gift. Fire, air, water, earth. Infancy, childhood, adulthood, old age. Mother Nature, Father Time, Son is the sun, daughter is the earth. You. Because it represents the family unit. When we bring it down, it represents the family unit. That's you, where you come from. You, who you are. The people that you look and act like naturally. This is the highest form of worship, is imitation. The people you naturally imitate. Yeah, man, we just giving a real quick breakdown of it. Make sure the people can see it and hear. Appreciate the people that's rocking with it. Anybody got questions to comment about the New Jerusalem or Salem or Melchizedek or Jesus' name and what these states represent? Anybody got questions or comments about that? I want to get in here. I hear a lot of them trying to debate about the mother, because I've been talking about the mother. Anybody want to get in here and the politics? I really don't give a damn too much about the politics. I said what I had to say about this shit, but outside of it, I didn't have a dog in the fight one way or the other. I'm just talking about how we relate to one another. Fuck they politics. You know what I'm saying? Helping people get past you when you think matriarchy, or when you think divine feminine, past you when you think matriarchy, or when you think divine feminine, the average mind is just gonna latch on to a woman. They can't get past what the woman represent when you see what it is you're actually looking at. At the lowest level, you looking at a bitch, a hoe, a sex object. At the highest level, you looking at God. Same vice versa. You looking at the man as dog, hoe ass, broke ass, whatever. Okay, that's the lowest form. Highest form, he's God. This is the us that makes man in our image, in our likeness, from the king's dome. This is a sign that appeared. This is a pattern, a sign that repeats itself over and over. This is what it means to know how to read. If all you know how to read is the alphabet and the King James version of the alphabet, then it's going to be hard for you to understand what I'm saying. You want to get into some magic? We ain't got but, yeah. I like it when this. Let me share y'all a secret. Get into some real shit. So when I was locked up, I was in SIG for 3.5 years. SIG is solitary confinement. I was in SIG for being staff and inmate assaultive. 3.5 years. My last 3.5 years, I was in SIG. And this is where I began to learn now, in hindsight, is when I began to learn and practice what people would call, and this is where I began to learn now, in hindsight, is when I began to learn and practice what people would call magic. But I did not know that I was being put through, in this 3.5 year period, a deep initiation from my ancestors. I didn't know I was being put through a deep initiation. In SIG, when you get in SIG, and where I was at, on the Telford unit, you start out on level 3 at the very bottom. And they call that the dungeon. Because in those cells is where all the psych patients and the people that's going crazy behind their time, or going crazy behind their time, are put. And you start from level 3, you're going to be in level 3, I think. And you start from level 3, you're going to be in level 3, I think. Either, 90 days, 60 days before you can go up to level 2. And when you get in there, because of the type of people that's in there, is feces on the wall, smeared everywhere. Around the toilet, in the vent, wherever they could get it. And they don't come and clean out these cells. They got plexiglass on both sides of the door. You're in the cell by yourself. It's plexiglass on both sides of the door because they be throwing feces and stuff at the guards so much that they put plexiglass on both sides of the door, throwing spears at them and stuff. So once you in that cell, it can't nobody really hear you. You can't really hear much. This come to the door, holler through the crack. And it is, you don't have no radio. You don't have no TV. You can't have no books. You can only get hygiene from commissary. And whatever they feed you at child time. This is where I was for the last 3.5 years of a 10-year prison sentence. And I'm in there, I'm looking at this feces caked cell, just it's disgusting, even now. It's a slit at the top for a window. I'm in there for some violent crimes. And I was 17 when I went. When I got sick, I had been locked up. I had been in there for 6.5 years already. And I got put in SIG for the same thing that got me put in prison in the first place. But I'm looking around in this cell. I'm painting this picture so that you can understand that this is the beginning of the initiation. And in this cell, I got to clean it up. I got to clean it up. All this shit caked up. You're not getting no gloves. They're not giving you no gloves. This way you're going to be, so you're going to have to clean it up. Rich and do whatever you got to do, but you got to clean it up. Because this is where you're going to be. You, staff, and inmate assaultive. We got a place for people like you. You're going to be. You, staff, and inmate assaultive. We got a place for people like you. So I'm in there. And man, ain't no mirror. This the magic we getting into. It's no mirror. You can't see yourself. I can't see myself. I'm going for months and months at a time without being able to see myself. Unless they come get me and I go to the infirmary and you get to get a glimpse of yourself. Imagine going for just covering up every mirror in your house for 30 days and never looking at your own reflection. Imagine what this would do to your mind. Not necessarily a bad thing. I'm not going to necessarily say it's a good thing. I'm just saying it'll shift your perception of things, of you. So as this is where I began because of the conditions, and there's nobody to talk to. You can't get in the cell by yourself. People around you is throwed off. You can't have books. Ain't no books. No radio. No TV. Only place you can go is in here. So that's where I went. Deep, deep, deep in here. That's where I spend my time, where I spend my days. That's where I start understanding how powerful your thoughts are. And how I spend my time, where I spend my days. That's where I start understanding how powerful your thoughts are. And how you can make things move and manifest from thinking. but I wasn't as mature or have the understanding that I have now. I'm telling you, this was the beginning of the initiation. At the time, it wasn't a pleasant experience. This separation and this extreme isolation. It was not pleasant. But it's there I learned to meditate, to travel from state to state. It's there that my mind began to get firm. And I didn't know that my mind was being made firm for a reason. But yeah, that was the beginning of this magic. So not being able to see my physical reflection caused me to have to look at myself from within when I wanted to see me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I didn't understand it then. I'm understanding it more and more as the revelations keep going. But yeah, and it would always be a shock when I would see my reflection. Like, whoa, okay, this, and when I would see my reflection, you know what? It would be, I would say, okay, this is the other me. I'm looking at this other me. And that's why as I shared this post, it say when you look at that other me and when you talk to it, it's saying we. When we. I don't know if it makes sense, but if you ever do look at your reflection and you talk to it, especially after having not seen yourself and have not seen your reflection, then when after so long you see your reflection after so long, when you gonna address, it's gonna be like we. You gonna see that as the other me. WH. When I see this is this other me, this how we say avatar, we start understanding we can make things move and shake. We don't necessarily got to run around and focus this and move accordingly. Man, before it was over with and said, I'm back there having my way from SIG. I'm talking about going in like I'm in the free world. I'm talking about going in like I'm in the free world. I'm having my way. Because this is all I understand to do with it. When it started, I started testing and seeing stuff. All I knew to do with it was bring me some flowers in here. Give me all kind of. This is what I'm bringing. Back there, big chiefin'. Shit. This is all I understood how I saw it. But yeah, y'all, the patriarchy, I hope you got to understand what I mean by the name and why you call yourself you and I am. Hope you understand why your God and God Most High, what they mean, your ancestors. We talking about who you are made of in the likeness and image of. Your mighty ones, the powers. Your powers, where you get your powers from. Your present. How you came into it. In the doctrine of Christianity, they talking about some ghosts out there somewhere that exists outside of space and time. But I exist outside of space and time. I'm not a ghost. It's just me here and now. That's all it means. The Christians put the spooked it out, but it just mean here and now. That's it. That's all it means. And we all exist here and now at the same time, occupying the same space at the same time. Do you realize that? We all here, and it's now for us all. Outside of space and the gods. And it's a miracle to be here, because matter, we know matter, you can be on top of each other, but two objects can't just occupy the exact same space at the exact same time unless we all here and now. Don't get mad at me because you don't see the present as a miracle. I don't got nothing to do with your level of perception and your niggophobia. This type of knowledge, this level of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you don't expect to come from niggas. I don't got nothing to do with the picture of me that was painted for you by my adversary. But he's a liar. He lied to you about me. He know who I am. That's why he running around lying about me. Because he know who I am. But he painted the picture of me to you so much so that I represent the lowest of expectations. But I actually represent the Most High. But in your mind, because of the picture that was painted of me by my adversary, you look at me with the lowest of expectations. And I got nothing to do with you believing my adversary about me. But you could have came to me and asked me what I was about, instead of looking at me and assuming what you heard about me was true. But that's what people do when they was already looking for a reason to hate in the first place. If God is love, what that make a hater? They've been running around hating on who we are to everybody that'll listen to them. Lying about where we come from. Y'all act like them being dishonest with you is new. Man, them bitches been lying to you. Blue ribbon or not, them bitches been lying. They ain't just start doing that to you. They is professional deceivers at this point. When they deceiving, they speaking their language at this point. If they open their mouth and it sounds coming out, they lying by something. If they open their mouth and it sounds coming out, they lying by something. At this point of dealing with these bitches. And I do mean female dogs. I'm talking about bitches. You hear me? Excuse me. But trigger warning. If the expression of my culture is offensive to you, but man, them bitches been lying to us. And why you say it ain't for the dogs? The children's bread ain't meat for the dogs. It's not meant for them. It's not meant for them. They're going to take it and turn it into pictures like that and tell you believe that that's your God or else. It's not meant for them. That's how you know this knowledge and wisdom and understanding contained in this book was not meant for them. But this is their interpretation of the information in this book. That picture come from their interpretation of it for them. But this is their interpretation of the information in this book. That picture come from their interpretation of it. And them bitches been lying about everything. They don't have no understanding of esoteric ancient knowledge. You think Rome have understanding of esoteric ancient knowledge, and this is a representation of the information they got from the Hebrews? And the Hebrews got the information from Persia, Greek, Egypt, Babylon, Canaan, Canaanite gods, Cain. Political leader. Cain mean political leader or spear bearer. The spear bearer is the political. Who your politicians rule based on this concept of human sacrifice. Jesus represent human sacrifice made good, made perfect. It's been perfected. The practice and the concept of Jesus represent human sacrifice made good, made perfect. It's been perfected. The practice and the concept of human sacrifice has been perfected. That's why this beast have 7 heads. The perfection of it every day, your time, this is the state that you in. The human Cain, the first state that was established. All these other states, all the way up to the King James state, King James version, kingdom, state. His version is his understanding. King James' daughter, you was given a woman, Adam, doctored up, surgically put together. This woman you was given, Adam. You put into a deep sleep, Adam. You get it? Or you still want to be right? Get over your niggophobia, man. And once you do, you'll start understanding there's some real live game being put out here at this time right now, man. Just pouring out of people that look like me and you. And it look like we the only ones got it. Yeah, man. This is real deal Holyfield light. Anybody got questions? Anybody got comments? Where I was in? So yeah, man, because we know that we dealing with people that have no understanding of the information in the book. How do we know this? Because they personified these characters and presented the personification of these characters as themselves. That's how we know. Characters as themselves. That's how we know. The literal, though, I'm talking about the lowest. They said that they represent the lowest understanding. We're saying we represent the most high mother, wisdom, understanding, daughter. We represent, that's where we was born from. And they saying they come from the dust. Our dead, our refuse, our waste. What is our dead, our refuse, our waste? Our people that sleep, don't know who and what they are, niggas and bitches. They don't know that they are sons and daughters, made in the image and likeness of the Most High, and understand that how far back they line go, because we forgot how far back our line goes, how it was hidden from you. Your family tree, the tree of life, the way to it was blocked and hidden. And you was given instead King James version of the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil. By the people who call themselves your lords or your masters. Because this was their level of understanding of the book. They understood it at the lowest of meaning and applied it that way. That's why they run around committing genocide in the name of the Lord. That's why they commit and enslave people in the name of Jesus. You might hear one of them right now on this app trying with their whole heart and all they might to justify the slavery condoned and regulated in this book. Because they don't understand what the book is and what it represents. It tell you on the front of it's the set apart book, but you don't have the most high understanding of set apart. You have the lowest understanding of set apart in your mind. And the most high understanding of set apart, we understand that you got set apart to judge and set apart to be judged. We showing you who and what is set apart to judge and who and what is set apart to be judged. And this is what happens. It's what's happening. Judgment. Israel have 13 daughters. One of them, her name is Dinah. Dinah means judgment. The daughter means understanding. In the beginning, God said, let there be. The darkness over the surface of the deep is observed. God said, let there be light. Judgment. Judgment follow immediately after. Let there be light. And God separate the light from judgment. Discernment. Then once the judgment take place, and the light is going to be set to rule forever and ever. In the firmament, in the kingdom. And the fallen ones, they're going to rule forever and ever in the dark. Stars represent darkness. The sun is a star. Saturn is a star. The personification of these stars is Jesus, that's the sun. Saturn is Chronos, father time. Freya is Odin's wife. These are personification of stars. Stars are signs of darkness. I just got to make sure you understand the most high level of interpretation of holy. Bible means book. Set apart book about the set apart ones. Those set apart to judge, those set apart to be judged. What we're saying is that's already taking place. What is what is. That's already done. We don't need you. Add your knowledge of good and evil to what's already been established before, what you knew of as time. That's already been decided, established, and taken care of. That's why we call this the present, the gift. So what is the instruction? God bless them, be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, and subdue it, rule, have dominion, rule over fish of the sea. I mean, shit, I really don't get no better than that. This is a state that you return to, a state of grace. For Christians, they have it. They right there with it. They'll say, repent. When you repent, God wash away all your sins, and this actually make you sinless and perfect without blemish in the eyes of the Most High. And it puts you back in position where these instructions, be fruitful and multiply, this is what apply to you now. Now you under grace. That's the grace. Be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. Have dominion. See, this is the part where we always, when he say rule and have dominion, and if you don't exercise your rule or your dominion, you're going to be ruled over. Somebody going to exercise dominion over you, and things going to be upside down and backwards because of that. Because you dominion over you, and things going to be upside down and backwards because of that. Because you forgot you was under grace. Remember what the instructions that have dominion. Have it. Rule. This is what's come with being under grace. Rule and dominion. This is under grace. Now that means you didn't do nothing. Like it ain't cause you so, you understand me? This is all cause of where you come from and who you come from. You was born into this inheritance. It's called the present. It's always the present. I don't give a fuck what they call it, my nigga, because they call it Saturday and you believe in Jesus, so it's Sunday is the Lord's day. I don't got nothing to do with what y'all call these days. You want to call Sunday the Lord's day? I'm just saying that Jesus represents personification of the Son, so it does line up that you would call Sunday the Lord's day. And that you, the God of Abraham, and the master, you talking about the Lord. I'm not disputing it. I'm saying that's not my God. And according to the Bible, about the Lord. I'm not disputing it. I'm saying that's not my God. And according to the Bible, about the Lord. I'm not disputing it. I'm saying that's not my God. And according to the Bible, about the Lord. I'm not disputing it. I'm saying that's not my God. And according to the Bible, Mic check. Let me blow the screen up so y'all can see that blue and brown behind me, man. Let me show y'all this blue and brown, man. Quit playing with the brand, man. Man, say, so we keep that original on the sleeve. This one got people on the sleeve. Like to have when you see the brand, when you start seeing it, because you find, I just opted another one too, to one of them people. When you start seeing it though, just know. It means people empowering other people lifts everyone. And we are a trust. We not a religious group or a business. We a trust. And our interest, our aim is land ownership, to acquire land in the name of our trust people. Make ourselves self-sufficient from this system as much as possible by coming together and combining our resources and developing land we can live on, eat from, and build from. So that's what we building toward. What we doing. Just because we sick of it, paying bills. So how you get out of paying bills? Shit, get you some land, build you some homes on it. How we gonna build, man? We gonna get shipping containers and renovate them in the living spaces and workshops and game rooms and things of this nature. Yeah. Where at, man? Probably like right outside of a large black population, right on the outskirts of the city where people can come kick it with us on the private property at the ranch, have our trail rides and our bonfires and community picnics, things of this nature. Bring the kids out there, play with the animals, and teach them how to farm and renovate. I mean, shit, why not? And we ain't paying no bills, and we got game rooms and trail rides going. Man, we out here chilling hard. Private property. What you doing with the money? Man, we went and got us a well dug and put us a bunch of solar panels on the plot. We generate so much power off our land. We even sell some power to the local municipality. Man, we live over here, man. Our land provide for us. We really live. This is our aim. This is what we moving towards, what we working toward. Instead of complaining about the system and crying and bitching and boo-hooing and marching, and we better not waste our energy. We're going to put our energy towards building our own. We're going to put our focus and our time on our administration and our politics, our economic system. Hey, man, you want order one of these shirts, hit me up, man. I'll do a layaway plan with your head, you mean. Listen, man. Our economics is what we focusing on. This is where our energy goes. Why would it go anywhere else? And put ourselves in a position where our money can go into it. Why would it go anywhere else? Bring it back. My chicken. He say bring it back. Man, I was going over the mother, bro. I'm gonna post this on the YouTube. Right now I'm just kind of floating, seeing what's happening. I tried to order a shirt, but it wouldn't let me select my. Yeah, people been telling me that. Matter of fact, you are. Let me I'm a DM you and get your size, bro. Cause I think I done hit you. Yeah, we friends on here. I'm gonna DM you and get your size, man. And I'm gonna get your address, and we're gonna get you some merch. I'm gonna get your name and your address. We get you some merch, cause I don't understand why it won't let you order your size, but I'm not too savvy with that. I done attempted to fix it a few times, and on my end, it showed that it's fixed. But when people try to order, they saying they still can't pick it. So, yeah. Appreciate you pinning that comment. But I'm just floating. Might go hook up with Black Sauce later on this evening. Let Black Sauce get on that axe and bring that back. But I really just want to emphasize on the Divine Mother right now. Just bring you into awareness when I do Bible deconstruction. I'm not coming from a perspective that the Bible is evil or that I'm claiming that the book is evil. The way I'm coming is what you have been taught about this information is not true. The characters they made up and traced themselves to is proof that they not only didn't understand it, that they are liars. They lying. The stuff didn't come from them. What you have been taught is based on their understanding. When I say their understanding, it is what you would call the Gentiles, as opposed to the Hebrews. So you have Gentiles that took Hebrew information and interpreted it. The Gentiles took these Hebrews and they scriptures and they movement, but these Gentiles said, we are the ones to decide what it means to the world. Because this is what we believe about their scriptures. And our belief is going to be the interpretation, and the way we believe is how this information is going to be interpreted. But it didn't come from them. Regardless of it, they still use pictures of them as representatives of it to say, look, there it is. When you call them out on it and they tell them, hey, man, this is the most dishonest, racist thing you could do, they deflect. The unmelanated ones, and people that look like me and you just say, oh, well, that's not my God. That's not my Jesus. But as you call yourself a Christian, that does come from Christianity. That's an invention that comes from Christianity. So then you get into them wasn't real Christian. So the leopard is covered with spots. All them denominations, they can blend in anywhere. It can fit in it Wherever you 40,000 different denominations or versions or perspectives of Christianity, they can make it fit or blend in anywhere. That's the spots on the leopard. This beast system that we got in the name, because the world believe in the name Jesus. The kingdom, the name is I am. I am what? Salvation. I am salvation. The anointed one. That's you. That's me. That's us. That's the light of the world. The soul train. Don't it say God is us? Then went around and unaliving those who knew the truth. Yeah. And if they can't assassinate you physically, they're going to assassinate your character. Right? So whose character's been assassinated more than niggas? Who's been vilified and demonized, and whose culture has been criminalized more than niggas? Whose ancestors have been demonized and subjugated and lied about more than niggas? The people with the soul, with the light. Why? In favor of stars and people who personify the stars and claim that they rule and their lineage come from stars. So on the third day of creation, right after heaven is created, the trees with seeds in himself are sprung up. Family lines with the seed in himself. But not just any family line, not just any trees. No, baby. See, these trees, these first fruits, they grew from the light. There wasn't no sun yet when the vegetation grew on the third day. And we see vegetation grow as resurrection. The grass and the trees in the spring are resurrecting, springing forth. The birth is also a resurrection in a sense. Why them babies be laughing so hard? What you think they be laughing at? Tripping off this shit. Bitch, I'm back. I can't believe. And my damn granddaughter is my mom. I can't believe this shit. Mm-hmm. Babies be laughing hard. I'm talking about can't express it. Couldn't tell you if they couldn't tell you. It's a secret. Yeah, man. Immortality. What you think it look like? But we run around this bitch, man, on some scary Jerry shit. And then we playing patty cakes with these people and they politics and they gender roles based on their confusion and lack of understanding. But this is what they assigned. This is what they said it was and how it's supposed to go. So that's what we go with. But people waking up. I think hopefully one thing the election did is bring us together. You know what I'm saying? I hope the result, my push is I want to use it to remind us that, hey man, when it's all said and done, man, it's just us. Just be reminded that we can't keep selling each other out for this system and positions in it, and then wonder why we in last place. What's happening? What's good, y'all? I'm just kick back, rocking with it on the brand new one. What else we got for you? I'm just looking at the comments. Excuse me, y'all. Last night I was singing a song and then the song came on TV. All the time. Yeah, your mind is this type of magic that we working is not the spooky kind of magic. It's the manifestation. It's the manifestation of thoughts. Without more energy is used and exerted from here than from here. We are making it happen from a place of peace and ease, like taking the stress and all of that out of it and ruling, administering from a place of peace. Doing and going about doing things that we do. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. I had to remind myself that what I'm doing, the work I do, is ensuring revelation, sharing the understanding, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, putting it out, being the light, letting the light shine. That's the purpose of the moves. Why are we doing what we doing, saying what we saying? This is letting the light shine, right? The process of it, we start making merchandise. I want to get the merchandise out. I want people to buy it where it, yeah, man, let's get this merch. People have been, I done dropped stuff off. I got to go get the money, pick it up. Yesterday, I told myself, yesterday and today, I told myself, man, I'm not finna stress myself out about this shit. I'm finna chill, man. And I'm aware, I'm gonna put it out there, I'm gonna do what I do, but as far as like trying to, yeah, man, I'm not finna do none of that. And how about people come to me yesterday? Yeah, here you. I told myself, man, I'm just gonna bring it to me, man. It's already out there, the energy and the work. Now I'm just finna chill and stand on this what you call this faith or this belief that this work that I done put in I'm gonna see a return. I ain't got to go stress written none of that. Just chill and whoop. Hey, man, I got that for you, man. Then I say, man, you know what, man? I want to give some of this stuff away. I want to give some away. And it ended up, somebody pull up on me and say, man, you want one of these? Yeah, man, that bitch clean. Let me get. Yeah, man, when you get whatever, man, just drop something out with me. Wear that bitch. I just want you to wear it. And I said, damn, I did say I wanted to give me one away today, huh? Switch saying I want to sell it. I got to get it off. Man, I'm finna give me something away today. I just because I was stressing and worried and thinking about trying to sell something. Bitch, I'm talking to me. Bitch, I'm finna give something away. Get away from me. Stressing and trying to worry. Buy some money and you need to make you to spend this and you need to. Bitch, I'll give one of these hoes away. Keep fucking with me. Think I'm here. I'm not gonna let you steal my peace. Worry me. No. No, you can't have it. You can't have it. I get this shit away first. So that's my mind frame. And I just call it embracing chaos. You know what I'm saying? I just say I'm embracing. And it's I see it. I see what happened. It's just like operating from a pure state. To be as pure from with your actions as you can be, whether it's considered good, bad, corny, lame, whatever, but still you just being as authentic and pure with it with your actions. Like your reasons is just cause I want the experience, or I want to know, or I like this. I like this person, and that's it. I don't know if it's, I mean, like right or wrong didn't never come into the play. It was just me just operate in a state of, because the I want is that other motive, that ulterior motive. It's the difference between people that surround you because they want to be around you and people that surround you because they want something. It's a difference. And the difference is the pureness. The actions are the same, but one intent is pure and the other is a hidden intent in the inaction. And we always want to remove the hidden and remember, go back to what was the pure state that this all came from? Wanting to give. Don't corrupt it. Go back to that pureness. You was looking for a way to give. You was looking for something tangible to give. Now you have it and you're frustrated and mad because you want to sell it. Bitch, you better give some of that shit away right now. Yeah, man. You better, then sit down and Revelation's coming. Boom, boom, boom. Now show him the mama some more. Go take him to Revelation and connect Melchizedek and Salem to Revelation chapter 21 and show him the connection. Show him she gonna pull up pregnant and ask them if they gonna marry her anyway. Mm-hmm. What you mean? What you saying? Shit, now go give something else away. Go give it away. Light of the world. Everybody trying to get it. Everybody in the world is operating in vibration of I got to get, I need to get. Man, we in kingdom giving, shedding light. When I'm talking about when we don't got nothing, I'm talking about us in the kingdom, man. You always gonna be the one bearing the guilt. When I'm talking about when we don't got nothing, I'm talking about us in the kingdom, man. You always gonna be the one bearing the guilt. You gonna pull up with the gift every time you pull up. You might be the poorest out of the whole clique, but just so happen, every time you pull up, you the one pulling up with a gift. How that work? Man, y'all be in here fucking with your boy too, man. What else we gonna do, right? What if we gonna sit here and talk? So interdimensional travel, man. Can I talk about interdimensional travel since we got the fam in here? So man, look, I believe that we travel interdimensionally. I believe it. I can't prove it to you. I just have a belief that the life that we're living is in more ways and levels than we are consciously aware of, but we get glimpses. I believe we are in another dimension than the dimension we originally started in. I believe that we got here into this dimension by way of dying, by way of death. And that's why everything here is upside down and backwards. And resurrection is us waking up. And resurrection is us waking up. The return of Christ and rule and being set in place is us waking up. You are salvation, the anointed one, the light of the world. Because if you never wake up, that means the Yah is I am, and everybody call us, you are salvation, the anointed one. We waiting on him, this conscious, to return from heaven. But if you waiting on it to return from the sky, and you gonna act like you waiting on something to come from the sky and save you, you're not gonna be the light of the world because you're gonna be really waiting on it. But the light of the world is set into the firmament to govern. Government, to control the mind. That's what the purpose of the light is. And this government is the light of the world, gives light to the world, to the earth. But if we don't step into our position, knowing who we are, waking up, then they get to rule the darkness. It's the time, it's dark, the stars, we in the time of the stars. But the time of the stars is ending. And the children, the regular people, us, is coming to the forefront, coming to consciousness. People starting to see us and recognize, hey man, them niggas that them niggas, but only the ones that come into the wilderness and stop and listen. But you got to come out the city and into the wilderness, or a desert place, this internet place that we in. Yeah, everybody in the city though right now. Got to come out the city. Come here. In the now. City is a state. Here and now is the state of the kingdom. City state type of government. What go on in the city? Everybody trying to get it in the city. You got to get it. It's where you go to get it at. It's why we all. I believe you, my brother. I can only explain it with I might be a little bit more articulate than the average, but the meaning is the same. Whether you can articulate it or not, the truth resonate. And what we doing, this is the work that we do is mental and spiritual. The work that we do is invisible. You don't really see what we doing with your eyes. But it's having an effect. We are working from in here, changing the perspective of the way our people see ourselves, tracing your lineage to your God, your kingdom. Your family is your kingdom. That is the kingdom that you come from, your family line. You just don't see your family as a royal divine one. Because, we just got baby mamas and baby daddies, and the family unit has been devalued in our mind. But the family unit at one time was seen as sacred and divine among our culture. So much so that your ancestors were called gods. Elohim. And your culture was emulated and imitated It's being emulated and imitated by people who have who have come across the remnants of it. The people who came into understanding of it, and we rule in peace, Salem, they took it in violence. You call it Christianity. You call it the Abrahamic religions. But Melchizedek does represent the matriarchy. I will enjoy showing any pastor or preacher how it does. So that they can quit lying to you about the existence of a divine mother in the Old and New Testament. That we can point to both parts of the Bible and show any Christian that now they gonna say that the words don't mean what they mean when they say mother and she call you sons and she got a crown on and she pregnant and the bride coming down prepared to dwell in place. They gonna deny that this mean what it says, but you can still show them she's there. The understanding will come later. But it will give them something, so because they consider the Bible is show me in the Bible where that is. And then you can show them. That's to get them, because the understanding got to come from within them anyway. But you can point them, there it is. They gonna come back with some more questions. And if you understand the work that we're doing, breaking the spell, because our people are under a spell. This is not fun work. It's not work that you're gonna be glorified for doing. You might get vilified for doing this shit. These are tools that you can use for the work if you're interested in breaking the spell, and the people that come to you or you end up engaged in a conversation with one of your brothers or sisters that still asleep or still under the spell. You can show them in their spell book that, man, what your pastor told you this stuff mean. Then you can show them how it's objectively true. Like, you have a mother. What are your thoughts on Muslims and who they say is the prophets? So the Abrahamic religions include Islam. The Abrahamic religions are Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Torah means the law. Bible means book. Quran means reading. Law book reading. Quran means the reading. Islam, a Muslim, one who is submission to God. That's what Islam means. Islam is the line that's traced from Ishmael. Ishmael is Abraham's son born from Hagar. And they trace the lineage of Muhammad to Ishmael. In the Quran or what was revealed to Ishmael, to Muhammad. It's a surah, it's an ayat in the Quran. It say Moses wanted to see God. He wanted to see Allah. And Allah told Moses, can't nobody see me, but I'm going to manifest my glory on the mountain. And if it hold up, then you'll be able to see me. So it say Allah manifested his glory on the mountain, and the mountain became dust. Now, did a supernatural being manifest his glory to a human being named Moses and turned the mountain to dust from his glory? What's the glory of God? The light. What is the light? The expression of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding express. It's the glory of the Most High. The light, the sun. When you look at a mountain with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, a mountain is a pile of dust. That's what that ayat means. So it's a lot of the Abrahamic religions took esoteric, deep ancient wisdom of our ancestors and characterized it and personified it as them and their ancestors. So the contention is, the contest is between you, who the name belonged to. Is that the Christ or you? Between the real you and the fake you. The real you in here and the fake you for the world. Who were the name? You do. Don't you call yourself I am? These are concepts that is a lot hidden. But it's telling you about what we go through, what we actually experience. It's telling you about what happens at certain levels, certain states of awareness, what is perceived. Once you reach a certain state, you be able to perceive different from people that's not in that state. Then you can start seeing the miracles. You can see them. You realize you in a miracle. While the believers in the world read about miracles that they believe in. We get to see miracles we experience and live in. But they won't. Who will believe our report? The testimony that we bring and give. Who gonna believe it coming from niggas? Because we don't believe I am salvation, the anointed one. We waiting on that to come. But once we realize it, embrace who and what we are, it's going to be a new day. Right now, the stars is out. So it's night. Right now, the stars is out. So it's night. Right now, the stars is out. So it's night. Right now, the stars is out. So it's night. Well, as usual, I just want to show y'all what I said before I started, is that at some point during this live, that picture was going to come down. I didn't take it down. But I did tell you at some point in this live that that picture was going to disappear. I told you that. I hope you understand the battlefield, where the battle is taking place. Hope you understand how it manifests in the physical reality, and so that we can get over that first initial shock of waking up and seeing everything is literally upside down. But we can go into interdimensional travel a little bit more, this dream world, this dream state. This different state of consciousness that you enter. It's another place. It's another state. But in this state that you enter into, the laws of physics do not apply. Outside of space and time, in the here and now, in the kingdom, the laws of physics do not apply. And we travel through there, back and forth. So you think you had a near-death experience, but you did not. You left that realm. You left that dimension. You are no longer there. It was a funeral for you and everything. People miss you, still think about you. You are here now. You're no longer there where you were when you had your near-death experience. Yeah, I know, because I had it in the past. All right, well, if the past is still there, that's there. That's where you're not there no more. It's another dimension. You in another place. We in another place. This is why all of your initiations and your rituals involve death, burial, and resurrection. It's a sign. That's why you get born and come out the womb. Then you wake up, you said to be reborn. You just get born and reborn. Double U. We on the near death experience show you about actually the reason death is not mentioned and you don't taste death and see corruption because we don't die. We shift dimension. The other side of the mirror. Shift dimension. Well, what's your proof of that? I don't have proof of it. I can tell you that what happened to me and where my wounds are, that my wounds are on the opposite side of where I remember the experience. I remember, listen to me. I remember this man in this McDonald's with his hand on this side of my neck to stop the bleeding because I had got hit in the neck. I remember losing a lot of blood and sinking, and he was on this side. He said, I'm scared. I said, me too, but I'm going to trust God even to the grave. And now on this side, where my wounds are, where the hole was a dude, he worked at the McDonald's too. And he was talking shit. I told him to get the fuck away from me. He was in my ear talking shit. One was on this side trying to hold my wound, and the other was on this side, but the one that was on this where my wound is. But I remember. And I also remember I was on the passenger side. I got hit 6 times, but I remember being that but my wound's over here in my left leg. Like the mirror, like I'm on the other side. Death, burial, and resurrection. And many of us have experienced, but we just, because we've been given this concept of death and we haven't been given an understanding of life, an abundant life, you don't know what death is like. How you know this ain't the realm of the dead, the land of the dead right now. Let the dead bury their dead. That your birth is actually a resurrection. The trees and the grass, when you see them come back in the spring, they resurrect. Seasonal, the cows give birth, and in their season, it's resurrection time. It's a season for it. And so why did we all come here to this dimension? Because we vibe in a certain way. Certain wave is coming. We at the forefront of it. Changing the world, waking the world up. The light is coming. The day, the light. You're the light of the world. Yeah, the sun is rising. That's why we're here, to signal that. That's what we in this dimension for, in this realm. We are interdimensional travelers, immortal. Oh man, you ain't begun to imagine how abundant this life is. So we just have to remind ourselves to quit tripping over pennies and crumbs. Lightweight frustrations and irritations. Man, fuck that shit. But better than stressing about it. I better not stress about it. Cause bitch, I'm gonna be all right. Cause it's still the present. It ain't never stopped being the present. In each moment of the present, I had everything I needed. I bear witness. Even in a dungeon, feces caked up. This is where I went to the most high point in this realm. Mm-hmm. Already. I had it 2 years ago, and I seen what the other side looked like. I was in a coma for 2 days. Yeah, you kind of know. Deep down, you kind of know. When you woke up in the hospital, that you wasn't where you left from. But this is all in the mind, how we vibe. And we all here. Just think about it. We are all here in this now. For all of us at the same time. We in the same place at the same time. This is impossible. No two objects can occupy the same space at the same time, yet we are all here, and it is now. That's a miracle. But you have to have a level of awareness to be able to perceive it and see it. For those in the dark, it's Saturday. Or the Sabbath day, and they running around. This is the day that you're supposed to worship the God, or whatever the fuck that they got going on. But yeah, that's what the world do. But that's what we gathered here to do. Came off a mothership, came out of a mothership. Your mama, did you come out your mama? You got a relationship with her? Came out of mothership. Interdimensional travelers. I mean, I be wanting to go there, man. This is the ship we travel on. The mothership. That's how we get from place to place. Go back and listen to George Clinton, my nigga. And let him tell him about that mothership. Listen, man, when they tell you this sweet chariot. Mm-hmm. These are the highest application of these, the mothership that that's going, because you're going back. That's how when you leave this dimension, this realm, you leaving going into the ground in one spot, that you, and the other you is going back into the subconscious. You no longer conscious. Now you subconscious. Until your consciousness rise again. In the consciousness of the body, because all of us, this nation, we are seen as a body. Our consciousness is rising. It's gonna shake up the world. The world is shaking now because of the rising of our consciousness collectively. It's gonna shake up the world. The world is shaking now because of the rising of our consciousness collectively. Because the rise of our consciousness signifies day. And they time is the time of the stars. It signifies night. And they know it. When we say they know their time is up, they know it. Yeah, I mean, anybody got questions, comments about this interdimensional travel through the mothership? I be wanting to go there, but I see today it's just like the fam in here. So this is really the type of shit I be thinking about, man. Outside of the Bible, what the Bible said in Revelation, outside of that, man, listen, boy, I be out there, man. My homie have nobody go out there with me. Man, listen, boy, I be out there, man. My homie have nobody go out there with me. Because you have to go through death to get there. And people